Hi everyone, my name is Christy and welcome to day 832 of trying a new makeup product every day. Today I'm really excited to try this product out. This is the Mimosa Moment eyeshadow palette from the brand Colored Raine that I got in my April 2020 Ipsy Glam Bag Plus box. I will definitely have that unboxing video linked in the description down below if you want to see it. I love eyeshadow palettes. I feel like I'm always getting such fun eyeshadow palettes in my Ipsy and BoxyCharm boxes. So I was really excited to get this one. I feel like the packaging on it is so cute. It's a very, very light pink, almost looks white, but check out these colors. So you even get this full mirror. I feel like this is such a great travel palette. It has my kind of go-to eyeshadow shades for a neutral, easy type of eyeshadow look. The type that can be casual or it can be glammed up, but you get a good mix of mattes. So there's 4 matte shades, 2 shimmer shades. I think before I even get into trying this out on my eyes, I want to go ahead and swatch them. That's funny, the shimmer shade swatched a lot lighter than how it looks in the pan here. So that's why it's good to swatch them so then I really know what they look like when I'm going to do my eyeshadow look. Ooh, this is actually a nice pigmented cream shade. Ooh. I feel like the matte shades are swatching a little chalky, but still pretty good pigment. The shimmer shades though look so good. So here are those swatches. As I was swatching these, I realized I could do an eyeshadow look that uses all of the colors, so I'm really excited to try that out. So I have actually tried out a Colored Raine eyeshadow single before. I tried out the Champagne Life shade and I really liked it. So if you want to see that video that I did, I will have that linked down below. And so this mini palette of 6 colors retails for $22. I feel like that's kind of pricey, just in my opinion and for my budget when it comes to makeup. And so, as usual, I'm taking my Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion and I am only applying it to one of my eyes so that we can see how these eyeshadows perform with and without a primer. Okay, and so I love that this has that perfect matte off-white shade to set the eyelid. So I'm just, with my finger, applying this all over. So then I'm setting that primer down and making it so that the other shades will blend easier on top of it. The white shade that I'm using definitely showed up more pigmented on the eye with the primer. It's much more noticeable there. But this is a pretty good off-white shade. It does a good job of canceling out discoloration on my eyelid. So that would be a good shade even if I wasn't doing an eyeshadow look, but I just wanted to get a little bit of coverage on my eyelids. I like how that looks. But okay, so now I'm going to pick up a fluffy crease brush and I'm going to pick up the beige shade. Lots of kickback with this one. And I'm going to apply that as my transition shade. So applying it from the crease all the way up to the brow bone. And this is such a great transition shade. I would say it's blending out pretty easily. It's not super pigmented, but for this part of the eye look. I don't need it to be super pigmented, so it seems like it's serving its purpose. All right, transition shade is on. I don't love this color that much. I wish it was a little bit more pigmented. But I'm gonna build up that crease some more. So picking up a smaller crease brush, I'm going into the medium brown matte shade and applying this one right into the crease. This one I feel like is showing up a lot more orange on the eye than how it looks in the pan here. It definitely looks like a brown, like a warm tone brown, but now that I have it on my eye, it truly just looks orange. It's swatched, definitely more like a warm tone brown to match how it looks in the pan here. So it's very interesting to me just how different it looks when it's blended out with a brush. I kind of like it though. It's not too difficult to blend. Has pretty decent pigment. I do keep applying quite a bit, but it does layer up pretty nicely. This is definitely a warm tone look, but I'm liking how the colors look together. Next, I'm going to move on to the beautiful shimmer shades. So in the outer corner half of my eye, I'm going to pick up the more reddish toned shimmer. Just applying that with my finger. I'm going to apply it to the outer half of my eyelid. Oh my gosh, this shade is so beautiful, so pretty and metallic and nice foiled finish. Just tapping the eye with my finger. Very easy application. I would love the eyeshadow look with this shade all over the eyelid, but I really want to try and incorporate all of the shades in this palette into the eye look. So I'm only applying it to half. I'm resisting adding it to the entire eyelid. And then I just take my makeup remover and clean up underneath where I always get the eyeshadow when I apply it with my finger. And I'm gonna go back in and blend. And then I'm taking the other shimmery shade and applying that to the rest of my eyelid. I like this shimmer shade on top of that white base shade that I did. I feel like it helps make this color pop more. But seriously, this looks like a light gold shade when I apply it to my eye, but in the pan here, it looks like a brown. This shade is very surprising when you swatch it and apply it to the eye. I like this shade, but it is just so different than what I would expect. All right, and then blending some more, getting rid of any harsh lines. All right, and I've used 5 of the 6 shades so far. So my last shade to use is the darkest matte brown. So I'm picking that on a small, dense brush, and I'm going to use that to smoke out the lower lash line. I really like wearing brown on my lower lash line because I feel like it enhances the eye, kind of makes my eye look bigger, but it's not as intense as wearing like a black or a very dark color on the lower lash line. All right, and here is the finished look. I love the shimmer and the warm tones. It came out more orange than I was expecting, but I think all of the shades look really good together. They're very complementing to each other. So I like it. And I'm pretty happy with how all of these shades ended up applying. Definitely surprised by how some of the colors turned out, but I still like them. In my completely honest opinion, I'm not so sure that I would spend $20+ on a palette like this, which has just very standard shades that you can get in pretty much any palette. I don't think they performed so extraordinarily well that I would want to spend over $20 on a small 6-shade palette like this. But since I have it, and I did get it for a good deal, I got it in my $25 Ipsy Glam Bag Plus, I will still use this because I like how they ended up looking. At first, I thought this would be a great travel palette, but I'm not so sure that this is the only eyeshadow I would want to bring with me while traveling. It just really does look so orange on me that it's not as neutral as I would have expected. So honestly, it's not my perfect travel palette. I would want more neutral shades if I was traveling. But thank you so much for watching my video today. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel so you can see the makeup that I try every day. And I will see you tomorrow in my next video. Reminder, as always, please stay safe and healthy.